I'm not as influential as the alcohol, I suppose. Not in the influence of something, but make use of your intellect, make use of the logic that nature has put in you, God has given you. Make use of common sense, I emphasize all the time on that.
There is a view that major spiritual leaders, having got huge followings, want to use their influence.
They should be responsible.
No,
they should be responsible. They should not take away the free choice of people.
I take your point, but you see that at some point of time the urge comes in you to make a difference towards the nation, and that is where you get enmeshed into areas which politicians said, no, this is my area. Let me give you one example, Shrishi. You wanted to have your influence in changing the direction of the fight against Maoist terror or Naxalism. You offered to, and the government did not respond. Why did the government not respond? Question number one. Why did you offer? Question number two. Do you think you were getting into a political sphere, as I would define it? That's question number three. That's one example.
I do offer wherever I can be of any help. Some places my offer has been accepted and used, like for an Ulfa terrorist. There were 350 Ulfa terrorists came to Bangalore Ashram, stayed for a month. They went through the transformational change, and it was so heartwarming. Each one of their life is a story by itself. And some other places, of course, the so-called powerful people in the country, they didn't want to take any help. They thought they can do it all by themselves.
Why did they feel that way?
That you have to ask them.
Well, they say, when I ask them, they say that sages and spiritual leaders should not involve themselves in worldly political matters.
I think they are mistaken. In the world, the reformers and the rulers should work together in many areas. People who are working the social field and spiritual field, they should be consulted and they should be taken into confidence when they take certain issues of national importance. They should not have an untouchable behavior towards any spiritual, any field for that matter. This is a problem in our country. Some people come to you with open mind, want suggestions and ideas and how you can help them to cooperate and solve issues. Some other people think it's their only special category and they alienate everybody else and they get into deeper mess.
Why did Sri Sri Ravi Shankar not speak? Now here are a few rapid fire questions. Why did Sri Sri Ravi Shankar not speak on earlier issues? When I was in college, I experienced the Mandal Commission agitation. Then after that, there was the Babri Masjid demolition. There was this whole Ram Janmabhoomi controversy that happened.
Correct.
At that time also, you were a person of great influence.
I
in
know
the early
I have
90s.
spoken on each of these issues all the time. But
When it
then
happened?
those days there was no Times Now. There was no, so many channels or television were not available in those days. But I have always spoken, if you go into the archives, any major issue in this country, I have not left it untouched.
So it would be wrong to say that now you're going to, some politicians are actually very, very comfortable right now at the thought that Sri Sri Ravi Shankar will take 3 steps back and never speak on a political subject. Your message to them?
I would like them to keep guessing for now.
How does it feel to have the influence that you command? When you spoke from your retreat, I think in Germany, at the time of the the anti-corruption agitation, everybody was weighing every word of yours. Do you choose your words carefully? Are you politically correct?
I just speak my heart. I don't try to see whether I am politically correct or not. What comes to my heart, I just say it. Sometimes it goes well with the people, sometimes it doesn't go well with them. Once I spoke about the school issue. I said some of the schools are better run by the private institution than the government schools. Because some areas in Jharkhand and Bihar and the government schools are not running very well. And then immediately everybody pounced on that one thing, taking it out of context. Actually, I said, private institutions take personal interest in the students in many of these areas, which is affected by the Naxal movement in the country. So they said, oh, Guruji is against all government schools. I have never ever said. My mother herself studied in a government school. So sometimes people overreact to things.
Well, potentially so, yes. Shri Ravi Shankar, this India Against Corruption movement which you started, do you believe it is over now?
No.
In the form that you started?
I don't think so. I know any movement has some ups and downs. The ups and downs.
Do you meet Anna Hazare?
Yeah, I know him from past 30 years.
Do you meet him now?
I keep meeting him now and then in different occasions.
Last question. You say that these movements go through ups and downs through different phases. We've seen the ups in the past. How do you predict things panning out in 2013? Scams are not over. We've just seen one big scam on Armsgate and the Choppergate just having broken out a few weeks back. How do you see things panning out in 2013?
People are fed up with the scams. We are caught between slum and the scam in the country. And I feel that the country will wake up and take responsibility. Again, when you see in the slums, people are not even aware, they don't have any education, they don't know what's happening. A few people watch television, many others, they watch television only for entertainment. They don't know what's happening in the country. They only know the prices are rising. They are affected by it. And alcohol is another big problem. During election, money and alcohol flows in all these areas. A lot of reform need to be done in this country. That's why I started this Volunteer for a Better India. People take responsibility, go into the areas where nobody goes and help people to,
Will you, Anna Hazare and Baba Ramdev ever share a common platform?
Time to time we have shared the platform.
Will you share a common platform? Because you see that happening?
I don't know yet. I'll have to think about it, because our working style is very different, but the goal is same to have a corruption-free country. That's no doubt.
It will be very interesting if you come together. Thank you very much, Shri Ravi Shankar. Thank you for talking to me. Thank you.